Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, August 23rd. A much more comfortable air mass is moving into the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. The cold frontal system that will usher in this refreshing air mass is only slowly going to grind through the region over the next several hours. So today will be a mostly cloudy day in Philadelphia, New York City, DC area with occasional showers, maybe even an embedded thunderstorm or two, especially south of the Mason-Dixon line this afternoon. Again, a mostly cloudy day with occasional showers as the cooler air arrives. By tonight, skies should begin to clear, and by tomorrow morning, refreshingly cool temperatures in the upper 50s in many suburban locations along the I-95 corridor. Tomorrow looks like a comfortable day, and it remains comfortable on Sunday and Monday as well. There can be some clouds on Sunday, maybe even a shower or two, as an easterly flow of air around high pressure to the north brings in some moisture in the lower parts of the atmosphere. So again, much more refreshing air mass arrives today, but there will be showers from the next several hours as the cold frontal system only slowly grinds through the region. Well, we have some tropical activity to talk about this morning. This is the latest satellite image, visible satellite image from the College of DuPage weather website. Very impressive look to the cloud area this morning over the Bahamas, southeast of Florida. It's not a named system by any means at this particular time, but it looks like it has a decent shot at becoming named over the next few days. This area of showers and thunderstorms will only slowly push to the north and west over the next couple of days. And this is quite warm waters here in the western Atlantic. We'll take a look at the sea surface temperatures over the next a minute or two. And again, this has a decent shot at becoming a named system. If it becomes named, by the way, it will become named Dorian. And that could happen over the weekend or by the early part of next week. It looks like it will push to the north and west over the warm waters of the western Atlantic. And here's a look at that sea surface temperature anomaly map I talked about up front here. Again, very warm waters in the western Atlantic, warmer than normal for this time of the year. And this is typically the warmest time of the year for the ocean, late August, early part of September. Look at all these reds and oranges here off the eastern seaboard, right in this region right here, and that is where this particular system will meander over the next couple of days. It's located right around here currently, and again, it'll kind of tuck itself in this region right here, could become a tropical storm, and then likely move to the north and east. It'll certainly have to be monitored over the next couple of days. And finally, before we get to the local weather situation, this is a map from the National Hurricane Center. They're based in Miami, Florida, and here is a location right now of that wave of low pressure right off the southeastern coast of Florida near the western Bahamas. Again, it very well could become a tropical storm over the next couple of days, and the likely track is hugging the southeast U.S. coastline and then northeast out to sea. Perhaps by Monday or Tuesday it'll be a named system in this region right here. Meanwhile, we have the remains of what was at one point tropical storm Chantal that is out over cooler waters of the northern Atlantic, and yet another system here starting to show up here in the tropical Atlantic. Again, we talked about the likelihood for tropical activity in the Atlantic Basin to increase in activity during the second half of August, and certainly an increase should continue into the month of September. Well, surprise, surprise, more rain for the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, we talked about this over the past several days. The cold frontal system is only going to slowly push through the region on Friday, which is now today, and there will be more showers right along that frontal boundary zone, maybe even an embedded thunderstorm or two, especially south of the Mason-Dixon line. DC, for example, has a much better chance of getting a strong thunderstorm this afternoon than does New York City, for example. But this area right here, this band of showers and embedded thunderstorms is only going to slowly drop to the south and east. Certainly cannot rule out a period of a downpour too. It looks like there can be some downpours associated with this frontal passage. All the clouds and the rain today will help to confine high temperatures to the 70s, it looks like. Mid to upper 70s up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Much cooler than recent days. Overnight tonight, the front slides through. We get some partial clearing and refreshingly cool by tomorrow morning, with many spots in the upper 50s by early Saturday. Well, let's walk through last night's 6E GFS model run. We're looking at the surface maps, and again, a key player here, high pressure to the north and west. And we've talked about this many times, that high pressure over southeastern Canada this time of the year is generally a favorable pattern for tropical activity in the western Atlantic. Oftentimes, highs over the southeastern Canada will see a tropical system slide or cut underneath the ridge towards Florida, towards the Gulf of Mexico, and indeed we have this system right now between the Bahamas and Florida that looks like it'll move right along the east, just off the eastern seaboard over the next couple of days. But here's the frontal system right now with this band of green here. This is the band of showers and embedded thunderstorms associated with that cool frontal system. Let's push forward here. Showers definitely a threat right through midday and into the early afternoon, maybe even later than that, south of the Mason-Dixon line. Again, watch out for strong thunderstorms this afternoon across the D.C. metro region. But by the time we get into the evening hours, we'll start to see some clearing skies to the north and west as this strong high starts to influence our weather here and kind of starts to nose down the coastline here. Saturday itself, this is Saturday morning forecast map. Looks like a nice day, very nice day with comfortable temperatures and humidity levels, plenty of sunshine. Frontal system pushed off to the south and east. Notice a little low pressure area depicted here by last night's GFS model off the Carolina coast. Let's keep moving forward, and that tends to just meander around here. Now, by the time we get into Sunday morning here, that high moves up over northern New England. We'll have a pretty stiff easterly flow in the low levels of the atmosphere by this time, setting up in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. It certainly can bring in a deck of clouds, maybe stratocumulus clouds, maybe even a couple of showers on Sunday. Cannot rule out a couple of showers at the lower part of the atmosphere will become quite moist with a stiff onshore flow, easterly winds around that high pressure area over northern New England. Meanwhile, a broad area of low pressure here off the eastern seaboard. Again, that could consolidate and become a tropical storm by the latter part of the weekend, if not then by the early part of next week. And let's move forward now. Again, maybe a shower, scattered shower or two on Sunday, but certainly remaining comfortable. And here we go now. By Sunday night into Monday, we have another area of low pressure. That could be Tropical Storm Dorian by this time, late Sunday night going into the day on Monday. Likely to hug the coastline here, the Carolina coastline, and then turn out to the north and east. Right here we see what could be a tropical storm by this time. By Monday, high pressure still generally in control over the mid-Atlantic and northeast U.S., but then at this time that tropical system is liable to push off to the north and east. So a refreshing air mass moving into the mid-Atlantic region as we speak. However, there will be some showers associated with that very slow-moving cold frontal system throughout the day today. Highs confined to the 70s. Refreshingly cool by tomorrow morning with plenty of sunshine on Saturday. Some clouds on Sunday, maybe a shower or two with a stiff easterly wind. And then we'll monitor the system off the east coast over the next couple of days. Could become a tropical storm by the latter part of the weekend or the early part of next week. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.